Play the dirt, beat the kids and send them off to school and then
watch your back. Alright, try to get a shot and he's off the street.
Mighty, mighty Ukraine, fighting for justice and public education. Contract now. Contract now. Contract now. Contract
When do we want it?
now.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what.
no, 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 I'm the best. I don't need to say no.
for Austin Butner. I speak as a community member, for I live down the street. I speak as a LAUSD parent, because I have 3 boys that went through the LAUSD program, one of whom who's still going through. I also, for 25 years, have had the high honor of walking through those doors every morning, for I'm a teacher at John Marshall High. There's nothing that can keep me from walking through those doors every morning. But today, Mr. Butner, I'm not walking through those doors. Today, I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with community members, parents, students, and teachers, just as is happening across every school across this whole city.
That we can't have the education system that we need and deserve to have right here.
So say it with me. Make our line stronger.
Make our line stronger.
Make our line stronger.
Make our line stronger.
Okay, when we fight,
We win.
when we fight,
We win.
when we fight.
We win.
All right, Hamilton High School, Castle Heights, the whole community, great job. Whole schools, whole schools, whole schools, whole schools. What kind of schools? What kind of schools? Whole schools, whole schools. What kind of schools? Whole schools, whole schools. What kind of schools? What kind of schools? When we fight, 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 when we fight.
Hello everybody, welcome back to That Jeremy Show, and today we're actually going to see the interview. We're going to have a chance to have an interview with Mrs. Enriquez. Not only that, but we're also going to see kind of my high school and the buildings that are being demolished, which is the 200 buildings and the 70 buildings are being demolished in Hunter Park High School. So that we got a chance to see that. It took 2 episodes because on the first episode, I took the whole episode just talking about teachers, and I thought it was just an important speech. So during this episode, we're gonna see the speech of the teacher's point of view, not of how the whole riot, this whole strike went down, and how, you know, there's a lot of emotions going on during the strike. You know, there's a lot of shit going on during the strike. So I kind of want to get all of that out there, and kind of want to get, I kind of got the whole glimpse of the teacher's point of view, so that I was happy for that. Please enjoy this video, you know, enjoy the interview. Let's go to Huntington Park High School and get that interview done, get all of this done. Let's go. So this is Huntington Park High School, and today Miss Enriquez is going to have a chance to get an interview. So right now I'm with Miss Enriquez, one of the best English teachers we got here in HP, and today we got some questions for her, and she's gonna answer us. So first of all, do you work for the government, and how does this affect you since there's a government shutdown?
Well, the government shutdown, fortunately, does not affect our pay. We are considered government and employees, but since the district gets money at the beginning of the school year, all of our funds have been allocated, so it's not affecting us that way. But let's hope that the government shutdown soon ends.
Yeah, this is actually the longest government shutdown in history. It's 33 days, I think, already. So it's the longest government shutdown we ever had in history. So I was just wondering if that really affected you guys as teachers, since
No.
you guys work for the government. So, do you think that the teachers' protest will end as a result of a history book, in our history books as
I think it will.
students,
I
you
mean,
know?
I think a lot of the teachers voted for 98% of the district, the UTLA members voted for the strike, but I don't think that they all thought it would actually happen.
Yeah, they thought it was just...
They thought that we would reach a contract or a negotiation agreement before then, and it didn't, unfortunately. So I think it will. I mean, it's the first protest that we've had or strike that we've had in 30 years since the one in 89. The one in 89 lasted 10 days. This one was only 6-7 days. But nonetheless, it's still, I think, very historic.
It is, and I feel like it should belong in one of our history books. You know, it should be learned. Students should learn about what actually happened, the truth history of LAUSD, practically.
Yeah, and then the support that we got from the community and like other unions, and then what it's actually doing in the entire country, like mobilizing other teacher unions into like wanting to strike and like advocate for their students. I think that's perhaps one of the biggest takeaways from the strike, which is it was very important and special to be part of that.
It is, and I always thought teachers were heroes because they prepared a future, you know? Without teachers, we really don't have a future. Without education, you don't know anything. You know, without English, now I'm a script writer. I write scripts.
Okay.
So I write scripts for short films and YouTube and stuff like that. So right now it's one of those things where I'm actually going to New York for a march, and I'm gonna try to get a publisher out there so they could get my first book out, and it's gonna get published. You know, it's about my life, and it's
Great.
I feel like it's without English, without the tools that she taught me, I would have not made it to this far. I would have not made myself into an author, I could say.
Well, you also have a lot of motivation. You're very creative and you're very smart, Adrian.
Thank you.
So I think all of that and a combination of a good teacher like really helped you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad
a
to
great
hear
teamwork, you know.
You're doing so good.
Not only that, with you, I reclassified English, I remember.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
throughout
that's
your
right.
class that I reclassified English. And I always thought teachers are heroes. Teachers are always there. They're on it, and that's what I always applaud them for. And I was always grateful for that. And you know, I was always grateful for HP's teacher because they're just welcoming. You know, it's just welcoming and really supportive and of ideas and stuff. This is why I always loved HP more than Marquez High School.
Okay. Well, no, I just think that most of the teachers that are in the profession, all teachers that are in this profession, do it because we like what we do, you know. And you could feel it last week during the strike. The teachers were just so happy to, you know, be out there and what they were doing for their students. You could just see it.
Yeah, I mean, I just loved it. I felt it too, you know. I was there.
Okay.
I was also there at the strike.
I didn't see you outside.
I was there though. I was when we went through the big thing. The bridge. It was a bridge. Right? When we went under it.
Oh, okay, the
So,
tunnel.
yeah, that tunnel.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I was just so sick. I had diarrhea and nausea, so I couldn't really stay long.
Oh.
But I was there though. I was
Okay.
support.
That
I
was
was
good.
support.
That's
I
good to
always
know.
support my teachers. But give us your experience of the protest. I want to hear your experience, your thoughts and feelings, and just the whole
Okay, so
process.
Monday, it just felt like I was ditching class. I was like, wait, what's going on? I'm so used to like getting up and going to my classroom. We just came back from a week off. Like, I can't believe this is actually happening. That was my thing driving from home to like school. It's like, And I meant it in a lot of different levels. Like, this is historic, as you were saying. Like, I can't believe it's actually happening. What's going to happen with my students? How long is this going to last? I think there were a lot of questions that teachers had. And then when I went there to my school side and I saw like all the teachers protesting, I was like, oh my God, like it's actually happening. And then you just went right into it, you know.
Yeah.
And you took it day by day, and every day was something different that was planned. And so it was hard, you know, because we didn't know what was going to happen. Like, are they going to reach an agreement today? Are we going to have to go back to our classrooms, which we all wanted to, but we didn't know like exactly
What was happening?
you know, what was happening, or how long it was going to last, or what was happening with our students. Like, I teach 11th graders, and I had to get them ready for the SBAC and for a couple other assessments like the SAT, and I was like, oh my God, this is valuable time that they're losing. But in the long run, we saw the effects, you know, and the benefits for our students, which, you know, were what we expected.
Right, and the thing here is we have to see that we sacrifice something, but it's gonna be an impact that would help the students later on in the future, you know. So later on, we're not gonna have this situation going on no more because we already have it solved this year. So therefore, it's something that we have to get it done before it becomes a bigger problem. And that's what I've seen. You know, we had to do this sacrifice for later on students cannot get a bigger, you know, bad income out of it.
Right.
So it was crazy. You mentioned how some feelings were thrown out there, like it was raining, there was so much going on, you know. You said that you had to, just the whole rain itself was just something that was affecting you, you said.
Yeah, it was just, you know, a lot of mixed emotions. You know, being away from our classrooms, being outside, it was raining, it was cold.
Yeah, it was, and windy.
But as the support from the community started coming, and made us feel better. Every parent or community member that passed by and honked meant a lot to us. And we were come on, we can do this. The marches downtown in LA were very inspiring. To see 33,000 teachers and
that was a lot. I heard.
Out there. And at one point, I think we even had like 50,000, including like the community members and like the parents
students.
and the
I
students.
heard students were there too. Lots of students I've seen on their Instagrams posting pictures of the teachers. Like,
and so that, like I said, inspired us a lot, and it kept us, you know, wanting to keep push forward with the battle, you know.
And I applaud. You know, it's great to hear this coming from a teacher from the community. You know, like you've seen me grow up, you've seen me go through struggles, you've seen my papers, my work and everything, and you helped me improve in so many ways, not only in speaking but in writing, and just using these tools, like little hints you taught us throughout the class, you know. And I'm grateful for that, you know.
Thank you, Roger.
You know, and you're welcome, but I'm more grateful because you were also like a parent, because there was a time when I was in high school, you remember how I was going through some struggles, and I was living with my boyfriend in the car, and you were like a mom. You showed me that love.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it just kind of like makes me realize like I fucked up sometimes in your classroom, you know, like. And
well, it's part of growing up, and as teachers understand that those are just, you know, I don't see them as mistakes. I don't see them as bad things that you did. I see them as like learning experiences that help you become who you are right now. Look at you,
like
you're
a strong person.
You're mature, you're responsible, you're thriving, you are, you know, on your way to becoming a professional, and it was all worth it, Adrian. I would take you again in my classroom.
Thanks, and it was fun being in your class. It was fun. Just every day was a fun experience in your class, you know. It might look like I never paid attention, but you seen the outcome of me reclassifying.
Remember when we had the debate?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got like all like into it, and I was like, oh, he got it, he had it.
Yeah, I remember the debate where I yelled.
Yeah.
It's actually on Instagram, the video. They were, because it was recorded too, I remember.
Oh, okay.
Because that debate was a big debate. The whole class was involved, huh? Like,
yeah.
It was the biggest debate we had. But I got really emotional in that debate. I got a little too loud.
But that's just how Adrian is.
Yeah, just a loud person. But you know, do you still recommend students to be teachers? If students want to approach that aspect of become the profession?
I
you know,
absolutely recommend it. I think that it's a very rewarding profession. I think that at the end of the day, we as teachers, we're tired. There's, it's very intense days with like 150, 160 students, just working hard every day, long hours, because I don't think a lot of people realize how much work we take home to grade, lesson planning, just how much gets done outside of the classroom. At least on my behalf, because when I'm in the classroom, I just focus on my students, everything else can wait. But I do recommend it. We do need, we're going to have a high need for teachers in the future. So, it's good to be prepared. We need a lot of young Latinos, a lot of us minorities to join the profession.
Yeah, it's true.
Because our students need to see it. It empowers them.
And not only that, but when we have Hispanic teachers in one school and everybody's Hispanic, I feel like it gives the more love and care, the more understanding of okay, I understand you because you're Hispanic too. So we both get to kind of communicate in our ways, that if we have a white teacher here, it will be kind of difficult for him to understand where we're coming from.
So you think some of what you're trying to say is that some of the experiences are the same?
Yeah,
okay.
you were born in a Hispanic community, right here in Bell.
Yeah.
And you graduated there, and it's those experiences where it's like the teachers kind of understand. You kind of feel that the teacher's point of view and the student's point of view. That it's kind of the same vibe, the same we know that our parents taught us the same thing, so we kind of
I get you.
Support one another, and it's that love and care that grows into teacher and student kind of thing.
I just think that generally speaking, in the teaching field, we're gonna need a lot of teachers, and so I think it's a wonderful profession to join, and I think you would become an excellent teacher because you just have it in you, Adrian. You're a lifelong learner, and I can see it in you that I could see you teaching elementary school students.
If I have patience. I like science, so I was thinking of actually becoming a chemistry teacher. Okay. That has been in my mind and just been, I've been kind of just thinking about it. Okay. That's a thought right now. Right now I'm just trying to approach this Arthur dream I kind of had. It came just... Okay. And I feel like after I sold my first script, that's where I felt I could do better. And I could have my artwork, as a Hispanic that comes from Huntington Park High School, learn from teachers like this, like her, that are heroes to me now. Now I look back and see teachers more as heroes than just human beings. They're more than just human beings because they just take their time. There's so much time is being taken away from them, from their personal life, just to teach one lesson. Just to teach one, like you said, one day.
Prepare one lesson to grade the assignments. Did the student get it? Did the student not get it? Do I have to reteach?
Stress.
Do I have the resources that I need? But at the end, just seeing that one student that got it, that one student that really engaged in the lesson, like you during the debate, it makes up for all of that time spent.
And you should be proud to acknowledge that and just to show off. You should have what. I have an important job. Your job is really important, not only for the future, but for just students like me, that had no hope. I had no hope, I always just
thought you had no hope, but it was always in you.
Yeah, because the negative, see, when you come from a bad high school, like Marquez, I come from I came from there. It is because Mr. C told me I was gonna be working in McDonald's for the rest of my life, and I was gonna be a dropout and blah blah blah. So things like that just kind of haunts you.
Yeah, it brings you down.
And you just want to give up. You're just like, okay.
But you have to prove people
school, fuck. But teachers like you come around and pushes their students in a loving way, kind of like laughing at them. So it cut off, but I appreciate you being a teacher. I appreciate you encouraging students to still be a teacher and follow their dreams. And I appreciate you because without you, I would have not reclassified my English test, and I would have not like made it to the point where I'm an author now, you know, writing books and stuff. So I really appreciate your job, and I
Thank you.
appreciate you a lot.
Well, coming back to the classroom after a week and a half of being out there striking, it's nice to know that, you know, students like you come back. And like I told you, that's one of the rewarding things about our career, you know, having the students that always come back and saying you made a difference. And that's all it takes. You know?
Yeah,
So
you know.
thank you. Please join teaching. It's a wonderful career, profession, very rewarding. And you.
So you heard it from Miss Enriquez. Go follow your dream. Go do what you want to do with your life. You know, if you want to become a teacher, go be a teacher. You go teach. If you want to be anything, a stripper, whatever you want to be, just be it and be the best one. I'm Jeremy Hartland. I was your host, and please catch up for next time when we actually go visit the buildings of HP and see the buildings that are getting demolished and the buildings we filmed Los Angeles Horror Story. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment.